case. Greta Van Susteren joins us now on the line with breaking news in the Natalie Holloway case. Greta?
Well, I have just received a phone call from Julia Renfro down in Aruba, and she told me that the Kalpoe brothers will be an announcement made at 5:30 p.m. in Aruba, which is 4:30 our time, that the Kalpoe brothers will be released. And I actually, in my effort to further confirm it, I made a call to Beth Holloway, the mother of Natalie, and she had just turned her phone on. She has just landed in Aruba because she is there to talk to the prosecutor. And I had the unfortunate job of telling her that we're learning that the two Kalpoe brothers are being released. At least that's what's being reported out of Aruba. Naturally, you can imagine her voice went from a normal tone to one of, let's just say it sounded very sober. Her tone changed dramatically after I told her at least what I was hearing. She is literally on the taxiway pulling up to the terminal. Her husband, or ex-husband, Dave, is also, I don't know if he's on the same plane, but he's also headed down there to talk to the prosecutor. What is extraordinary is why in the world this prosecutor picked up these three. He claimed to have new incriminating evidence, but apparently, at least the judge says it's not new incriminating evidence. We're going to have to get more information, and we're going to be calling all our sources and pounding. Maybe there's more to the story than what we're hearing, but at least what we are being told by the media in Aruba is that at 5:30 Aruba time, which is 4:30 Eastern time, is that the two Kalpoe brothers are either going to be released or have been released.
Greta, help us to understand Aruban law based on Dutch law, quite different than American law. But these two brothers were being held, as I understood, for a period of 8 days based on what the judge had been presented by law enforcement prosecutors in the case, and that was new evidence. Not
exactly. When I met with the prosecutor earlier in the week, what he told me, if I understood him correctly, was that he had the authority to pick up the two Kalpoes, and the prosecutor can make the first nabs and can make the first decision when you pick someone up, and I think he can make the second one as well. The only time a judge made a determination of new incriminating evidence was actually for Aruban Vandersloot because he wasn't in Aruba. They had to go through certain legal hoops because they had to pick him up in Holland. So I think with this detention, the Kalpoe brothers are being detained based on new incriminating evidence according to the prosecutor. But I think Aruban Vandersloot was being held by decision of the judge. Now, I'm still trying to sort that out, but I think that today was sort of the first run-through for a judge on the two Kalpoe brothers. But as you say, the system is very different from ours, and we have been down there for the last 2.5 years sort of knocking our head against the wall trying to figure it out. But at least that's how the prosecutor explained it to me on Monday of this week.
Yeah, there have been more than a dozen arrests, I understand it, at least according to Aruban Vandersloot's attorney, Joe Takabina, and all of them have been let go. And now Aruban Vandersloot is the only one who remains. Anything on him?
No, but he'll be in court soon. But I tell you, it is absolutely stunning to me that this prosecutor, if there's no new incriminating evidence, it's absolutely stunning to me that he has done this because he looks enormously foolish, not to mention the enormous cost, enormous heartbreak, and everything else. But he claims to have new incriminating evidence. One lawyer showed me 13 pages. Another lawyer showed me 14 pages and told me that there were 15 pages against Aruban, but we never got to see the content, and that's what we kept pounding the pavement for. We went around to everybody's law office, every lawyer, pounding the pavement, trying to find out. We still don't know what was in the 13, 14, and 15 pages, but apparently today the news is the judge was unimpressed with the so-called new incriminating evidence. Two Kalpoe brothers are either out the door or about to be out the door, and I would expect that Aruban Vandersloot will follow suit very soon, but that's just a guess.
Greta Van Susteren, thanks very much. I know you're going to have a lot more on the Holloway case tonight in this latest development on the Record.